Warriors to Washington is a nonprofit group of local veterans from northwestern Pennsylvania that got together to show their support for other veterans by taking them on an all-expense-paid trip to Washington, D.C. Warriors to Washington invites veterans that were deployed after 9/11 and a guest to join them on an all-expense-paid weekend in our nation's capital. The trip is a way of showing them our gratitude for their service and to build local relationships within the veteran community. We've been to some of the more well-known markers and monuments around Washington, going to the Capitol Complex, going to see the National Archives and standing in front of the Constitution. That sense of history and that sense of the city really comes to life here. Talking with some of the other veterans who have made the trip with us this year, I'm always impressed with the closeness that they feel, because it's everybody's capital. It truly is a people's capital. It's where we get our power as a nation from. And it's really quite remarkable to be here.
Oh wow, day is going great. Day 2 of the trip, Warriors to Washington. Beautiful, beautiful accommodations. Couldn't ask for anything better. Awesome trip. But yeah, really having a good time.
Very impressive, very impressive. Learned a lot. There's a lot of history in there. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'd come back. Anybody that could come, I'd recommend they come do this. It's awesome.
Being able to see the Capitol like this just shows kind of what we worked for through the military, that it wasn't all for nothing, that there's actually purpose to what's been going on with the military.
I was very touched. Just made you realize really what happened, and especially after watching the movie yesterday.
I was really moved by that. Really had a lot of feelings for that Flight 93, and really glad they didn't make it into this Capitol here.
I think it was fantastic, fascinating actually, fantastic. I'm going to school to become a social studies teacher, so this gave you so many cool resources, stuff to hang in your classroom, just to kind of connect with the kids, see where we actually came from, and why things are the way they are, and where we can go with them. I think it's going to be really cool. It opened up a great resource for me.
Anybody who serves in the military in that way, you have a different sense of the nation. When you take your oath of enlistment, or as an officer you take your oath, you're swearing allegiance to the Constitution, to our way of life. And to come here and see the documents itself, to see the nation's capital and the White House and know where it all comes together, it's just a special kind of thing, and it's great to be able to walk around and see the sights, and to do it with a bunch of other veterans is really pretty cool.
Being a child of the 1960s and 70s, this makes all the news reports we saw every evening with the numbers, in the hundreds of veterans that gave their lives, and in a far away place, and in Asia. It's a stark reminder of the sacrifice that the veterans do make to defend the liberties that we enjoy today.
It's pretty moving. There's a lot of names on there. You don't realize how many until you see the size of the wall.
The person being with a group of veterans in Washington, D.C., our nation's capital, is really moving. It's very emotional to stand back and watch these guys and girls who have served our country in a time when we were shocked at what happened, what took place, and to watch them go through each one of these memorials, to see the emotion on their face and to hear them talk about their history, what they know about our history, and being a part of history now. It's really touching, it's really moving. I'm very honored to be a part of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony that you are about to witness is an Army wreath laying ceremony to be conducted by Warriors to Washington. Thank you.
Well, it was quite an experience, coming around to see the change in the guard, see the honor flights, but to take part in the wreath laying ceremony was pretty involved. I mean, it was something I'll never forget.
I was a part of this history, and forever will be. And I don't think a lot of people, when you come down here, that will hit you. That definitely will hit you.
Warriors to Washington needs your help to honor our veterans. Please give so that we may continue our mission and take local veterans to Washington, D.C. and show them our thanks for their service to the nation. For more information, go to warriorstowashington.org. Thank you, and thanks to our veterans for their service.